What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist at Stochastic here on the Odd Chopper channel, coming to you with another edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. Hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell as we get going. It goes a long way for me on this video. It goes a long way for you because you become a prize whenever great betting content is going live here at our little neck of the YouTube woods. My God, Sunday was another smash. Every single 1 unit bet on the premium Discord. Everything going on in the video description box below there was awfully nice. We'll not talk about the half unit that I put on the San Antonio Spurs. They are getting bludgeoned by the Houston Rockets here at the moment, but such is life. You take some swings, you miss a couple, but also it's just been red hot. 6-2 on Friday with massive wins. Again, it seems like all my bigger bets are hitting, and I think that's kind of the goal and what I've always wanted for these videos, what I've always wanted for the premium Discord. I want to give you the bets that I'm the most confident in. I want to back them up with my money. I want to show you guys exactly what it is that I'm thinking about so that you can make better decisions. You can help yourself by checking out NBA Bet Pro. That is in the description box below. We've got great experts at Stochastic that are updating that constantly. You have the premium Discord if you want to get my information, other people's information, whether it's Greg Ehrenberg. We've got Isaiah, who's awesome and good at all the sports, basically. Eitan Shander, he's a crazy lunatic who hits massive parlays here on the Odd Chopper. You guys are probably familiar with him too. So check out all of those great things, just like DraftKings. You bet $5, get 150 when you win that money line on any sport. I've got to play for you. It's championship week in college basketball. Oh baby, oh baby. I know you're excited. I'm excited too. I'm gonna have to follow some of the guys over here for sure. Get caught up here before March Madness, but looking forward to that. 6 games here on the slate for Monday. Looking forward to that as well. Let's get to the picks. Really fantastic game right off the bat here with the Celtics on the second leg of a back-to-back, taking on the Cavs. Not the team you want to be facing on a back-to-back, that's for sure. Cavs top 3 in adjusted defensive rating, second in adjusted net rating overall. Yeah, they're very good at basketball. And the likelihood that every single member of the Celtics suits up for this one, I'm going to go with low, as we've seen Jaylen Brown rested in these spots on back-to-backs. Maybe Tatum's the one who sits. Plus, Malcolm Brogdon's missed the past 2 games, so I'm considering him questionable even before the injury report comes out. And Robert Williams sounds like he could be out for a week or 2 with a hamstring injury. And there's -1.5 lingering all around the place. That's interesting. Very interesting. Of course, the major piece of news on the Cavs side is Donovan Mitchell, questionable here for this one. That matters too. 97th percentile offensive talent in the NBA according to dunksandthrees.com, but it's a hand sprain on his non-shooting hand. So my guess is he should be good to go here. It's not like, I mean, it's still going to affect it. Whatever. It's a non-shooting hand injury. I think he's probably going to go, but don't take my word for that. You got to pay attention to the news yourself. So here's the situation. I like laying the -1.5 on Cleveland. I really want to lock it as an anticipatory bet, but no need to force it unless you are positive that Mitchell does play and positive we get some sort of weakened Celtics squad. Again, that is what I think happens, but as I'm not completely positive, I'm simply going to put a small play on it, a simple like, and move on from this one. Just pay attention here because, you know, you don't have to play it back-to-back here, Cleveland. That's obviously where we want to be leaning. Hello, Tyrese Halliburton. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Pleased to make your acquaintance. That's what I was going for. Y'all see that shot from the Bulls logo on Sunday? That dude is ridiculous. Shout out Iowa State for the millionth time on this program, my alma mater. But today, Indy goes home and hosts the Philadelphia 76ers, who played some inspired ball in Miami, only to fall completely flat with Joel Embiid back in the lineup against the Dallas Mavericks, and then totally redeem yourself Saturday. Beat the Bucks. That was an impressive road victory. And today, only Tobias Harris is questionable, which kind of sort of matters, but not nearly as pertinent as having a healthy Joel Embiid. Doesn't even have a Q tag next to his name for the first time since 1942. As long as he's healthy and off the injury report, this line of 7.5 makes perfect sense. Now, Aaron Nesmith sat out Sunday, and I expect him to be back Monday, but that doesn't matter. What matters with the Pacers is Tyrese Halliburton's status here. He missed a game with a calf injury, then came back Sunday, hit that shot I was talking about, and that win against the Bulls. And Indiana's on that border of tanking and trying to win. But with Rick Carlisle as your coach and a young nucleus, that doesn't really make up the tanking equation that I think of in the back of my mind. That should have me interested in some props, some offense happening here, assuming Tyrese Halliburton, great distributor, open looks. I'm leaning that way as of now, but 231.5 is the total here, and I want more of that if Halliburton's good to go. Defense has been optional for the Sixers of late, and they're so offensively stout themselves that we just fire up that play, hope this game shoots to the moon. But I'm only going to lean over 231.5 because I want to get some clarity. And hey, if this line moves and you miss the boat, so be it. We live to fight another day, but don't make bad bets. So I want to make sure Tyrese Halliburton, he is there. And this would be a very, very good bet. We would like it very much. I have no idea what the hell that voice is. Next game, please, Alicia. Misa Jar Jar Binks, Misa come for comic relief. It's terrible. What am I doing? Speaking of back-to-backs, let's just get back to basketball. Our third in 3 games as the Trailblazers are on the heels of their close win. What am I trying to say there? They just won a close one in Orlando. Don't mind me. It's Sunday night. I'm getting back in the work mode here, if you will. But they're facing a very decrepit Detroit squad. As I'm looking at it, no Lord Bojan Bogdanovic. That matters. No Jalen Duren. That one matters too. Lots of things to be paying attention to here as this Detroit team. If they are rolling out a bunch of nobodies here, James Wiseman is questionable. Killian Hayes is questionable. They could be starting, what? Hamidou Diallo, Marvin Bagley, Jaden Ivey, Alec Burks, and then random whomever. Isaiah Livers probably goes into that starting 5. I think I just did it. But again, lots of questionable pieces, lots of things we're going to be waiting on. And does anybody rest on the Portland side? The world may never know. Well, actually, we're going to know by the time the game tips off because they'll have to tell us. But I like this anticipatory -6.5 bet here. I think it makes a lot of sense to just simply lock in some type of value here, assuming Damian Lillard plays. If he doesn't, I'm sorry, we're losing half a unit here. But I have a half a unit going this direction. I have this line being closer to 9. Yeah, 9. This would almost be like near lock territory in the event that you got everybody from Portland. But because it's the back-to-back, it puts that little wrench of uncertainty into there. Ramp it up if you see Detroit has a bunch of people ruled out and everybody from Portland plays. And hey, Portland needs to win basketball games. So they're going to continue trying to win. -6.5. I think that's decent enough considering Detroit, they got nobody. Next game. But first, my friends, Gonzaga facing San Francisco. Now, I don't know everything there is to know about college basketball. I'm so focused on these NBA streets, and everybody wants to be a genius when it comes to college basketball these times. But we have not missed a single one of these money line plays yet. And part of that is that they're massive, massive favorites, so you shouldn't be missing these often, if ever. But legitimately, if Gonzaga loses to San Francisco, I will wear a clown nose the entire segment tomorrow. Yes, I will wear an Indiana Jones hat and a clown nose if Gonzaga somehow loses to San Francisco. So head to DraftKings right now. Sign up in the video description box below. You simply bet $5. It takes you a minute to sign up. You bet $5. You're going to get yourself $150 in bonus bets to be able to play when Gonzaga beats San Francisco straight up. If they don't, you're going to enjoy it anyway. So there you go. You'll get $5 of entertainment. Nothing is better than a win-win situation, which is exactly what that is. So bet $5 over there. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Next one, we go to the Hawks and the Heat coming up here next. And no injury news to wait on, which if you watch this program, you understand. That means I probably don't have much interest in betting this game, but I'll at least talk about it for the heck of it. The Atlanta Hawks, much improved here, if you will, post Nate McMillan, insert Quinn Snyder, somebody that I believe to be one of the better coaches in the NBA, even though he got sent out of Utah on a rail. I think they actually have some railroads that went through Utah once upon a time, but that doesn't matter. This isn't a history lesson, although the Miami Heat, I don't know where I was going with that. The Miami Heat, everybody's healthy as well. There's really not a lot to say about this game. DeJounte Murray over 4.5 assists is the one that grades out the best, but he's been a little bit more offensively forward, if you will. They're facing Miami for the second time back-to-back here. If somebody gets randomly ruled out from the Clouds, sweet. But otherwise, this is legitimately the best play I have from it. And it's legitimately not even remotely close to my card. So do not bet this game. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 or bet over 4.5 assists, and maybe he'll do it for us. I don't know. Your pick. Next game, Nikola Jokic lock, triple-double next. And the last game of the night, we have the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Sacramento Kings. And this is kind of a fascinating spot to me. We have injury news on both sides of this one. De'Aaron Fox, questionable for Sacramento. The only piece on the injury report, but considering he does a lot for this team offensively, you know, leading scorer and stuff like that, probably makes sense to be waiting on some of that news. But on the Pelicans side, We have Jonas Valanciunas, who's questionable, Josh Richardson out, Larry Nance continuing to be out, Jose Alvarado continuing to be out. But I look at Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Najee Marshall. This is a pretty stout wing defensive team. And Sacramento, they like to basically have De'Aaron Fox run the point, create along with Sabonis, have shooters that you can kick it out to, have creators like Terrence Davis off the bench, Malik Monk, especially off the bench, plays a lot more than Terrence Davis, but Terrence Davis will be part of that rotation if De'Aaron Fox is out. What I'm saying is that you're getting value on plus 200 because Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum are dudes. They are absolutely out there. They care about our money. We saw that against Portland. They care about our money. So to get plus 200 with a questionable tag sitting there, one is not like the other. Jonas Valanciunas, I like him as a player, but De'Aaron Fox is a catalyst for the Sacramento team. So I'm going to bypass the plus 6.5, and I'm going to get a little risk it with this biscuit. Plus 200 on the New Orleans money line. Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, bring daddy that cash, will you? And that does it for a Monday edition of Lindy's Leans, Likes, and Locks. You know what to do. Head to that comment section below. Let me know your favorite plays. Sign up at DraftKings. Sign up for NBA Bet Pro. So many great things. Check it all out in the description box below. I'll be back on Tuesday. Until then, I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the NBA streets on Monday.